If Donald Trump's been popping up all over your timeline, you're not alone. And no, it's not just the algorithm. The US president has been really busy announcing new tariffs, threatening BRICS, pushing a Gaza displacement plan with Netanyahu, and sending more weapons to Ukraine. So we are here to dive into what all Trump has been up to. We start with trade and a long list of countries now facing steep new tariffs from the United States.
So, if you look at that, China, first row, China, 67%. That's tariffs charged to the USA.
Trump's announced import taxes of up to 40% on 14 countries, including Japan, South Korea, Bangladesh, and Malaysia. His message is buy more from America or pay the price. He says the US is open to adjusting those tariffs, but only if countries open up their markets and remove trade barriers. The steepest penalties go to Laos and Myanmar. Japan and South Korea, longtime US allies, are getting hit too, though at the lower end. Markets in Asia held steady, but back in the United States, Wall Street felt the heat with the S&P 500 fell nearly 0.8%, and tech stocks took a hit. Then came the blow-up with BRICS, the economic bloc that includes Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. After the group criticized global tariffs and condemned US-Israel airstrikes on Iran, Trump hit back. He threatened new tariffs on BRICS members, framing the group as a threat to US interests.
10%, George.
That would be India, Brazil.
That's right, they have to pay 10% if they're in BRICS. Because BRICS was set up to hurt us. BRICS was set up to degenerate our dollar.
Brazil's President Lula did not hold back, saying Trump is acting like an emperor and warning that the world has changed.
Não queremos imperador. Nós somos países soberanos. Ora, se ele achar que ele pode taxar, os países têm o direito de taxar também.
South Africa's Cyril Ramaphosa said global power is no longer centered around just one country, and that's not a bad thing. In Washington, Trump hosted Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and once again, Gaza was on the agenda. The two discussed a controversial plan to relocate Palestinians from Gaza. Netanyahu said if they want to leave, they should be able to. Trump added that regional countries are helping with the idea, though he did not name those countries. Critics, including human rights groups, have slammed the proposal as forced displacement and ethnic cleansing. Meanwhile, behind closed doors, indirect ceasefire talks with Hamas continue in Qatar, brokered by the US. The main sticking point is the aid axis. Gaza is facing a humanitarian catastrophe. Since Israel's war began in October 2023, over 57,000 Palestinians have been killed and around 500,000 people face famine due to Israeli blockades. Next up, Ukraine. After briefly pausing some arms shipments, Trump has confirmed that new defensive weapons will now be sent to Kyiv. He made the announcement just hours after Russia claimed to capture a village in central Ukraine. The Pentagon says the goal is to have Ukraine hold the line while working towards what it called a lasting peace. The decision follows a phone call between Trump and Zelensky where both agreed to strengthen Ukraine's air defenses. And finally, Trump's gone out of his way to defend fellow right-wing leader and Brazil's former president Jair Bolsonaro. Bolsonaro is facing trial over an alleged plot to overturn his 2022 election loss, including claims of a coup plan and threats against political rivals. But Trump says Bolsonaro is the victim of political persecution, comparing the case to his own legal battles in the United States. Brazil's current president Lula fired back, warning against interference in Brazil's justice system. Bolsonaro is currently banned from running for office until 2030 and could face up to 40 years in prison if convicted. So from tariffs and trade deals to war zones and courtrooms, Trump's made his presence felt across multiple continents. And it's just the beginning of the week. We'll be keeping an eye on what happens next. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more global news explained from a local lens.